If your dream doesn't require you to draw a blueprint every single day, refining it, redesigning it, tweaking it left, right, center until it becomes beautiful every single day, then you're dreaming small. Good morning, this is your Monday 707 and today we're talking about that flight check 1 2. All right, we've been talking about passion, and last week we talked about passion. What's passion? What does it mean? People say I'm passionate about stuff. What does it really mean to be passionate? And we said being passionate is about burning for something. And today I just want to add something else that will help you even as you determine what it is that you want to do. Listen, we think that passion is just spontaneous, I want to do this thing, and then you just go for it, and we think that, there's no plan, there's nothing, it's spontaneous, it just happens. No. Listen, just because you're passionate about something does not preclude you from the need to plan. Okay? Hear me very closely. Passion does not exonerate you from the need to plan. Just because you're passionate does not mean that you move on without a plan. Okay? Once you decide what you want to do and you're passionate about it, sit down and do your flight check. If you can do what you need to do without planning, then it's not big enough. If your dream doesn't require you to draw a blueprint every single day, refining it, redesigning it, tweaking it left, right, center until it becomes beautiful every single day, then you're dreaming small. When you get into a plane, when you guys are all seated and they've closed the door and everything, they're doing what we call flight checks. The pilots in there are experienced. Some of those pilots have been flying for years, but guess what? These guys sit down and they go through their book and they say, did you do this? Check. Planning does not make you foolish. Planning does not mean that you don't have passion. Planning means you're serious about what you're doing. Let me tell somebody right now who's been failing over and over, you know that you're doing the right thing. You know that this is the time for you to do it, but you do it and you fail. Do your flight check first. Go back and do a check. Did you plan? Because when you plan, when you sit down with a pen and paper and begin to write down what are the steps that are required for me to achieve what I want to achieve. Go and research, talk to people who've already done that thing. Go through your history. What are your weaknesses? What are your strengths? How can you best leverage the opportunities around you? As you plan, you will be more circumspect in the execution of your plan, of your vision. All right? So your vision may be right. Your vision may be timely, but your vision can lack a plan. And when you lack a plan, that's what causes planes to crash. Okay? Do your flight check first. Do your flight check first. If it's important to you, then sit down. Talk to somebody who's been there. Watch YouTube and watch people who've done it before and figure out how is it that I'm going to impact my generation. And listen, every time you come up with an idea, I want you to know something. You're not the first person to come up with that idea. Most likely you're not the first person who dreamt about doing that thing that you want to do. So if you're going to execute it well, you have to make sure that you have a better plan than them. The only thing that makes you succeed is when you properly leverage your ecosystem better than other people did. All right? So when somebody else came up with the idea that planes need to fly, their execution of that idea is what made it different. But everybody wanted to be in the air. People who came up with M-Pesa, Safaricom, sending money through their mobile phone. All of us used to dream about it in the 90s. I wish I could send you money the way I sent an SMS. The only difference is somebody sat down and they leveraged all the opportunities and the gifts and the talents and everything around them. They used them well, combined those assets well to come up with that M-Pesa platform. What is it that you're bringing to this world? Have you sat down and drawn a blueprint for that building that you want to build? So the difference is this: do your flight check. Don't be in a hurry. When you feel anxiety and you feel like I really need to do this and I have to do this right now, chances are you're wrong. Relax. Flight check first. If it's important, it can wait for you to draw a plan. Okay? So we're talking about planning this week. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Victor. This is your 707. Your next level. Keep growing and stay inspired. See you next time.